Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm a spoken word performer, writer, and teaching artist as well. It's my honor to be here, to be welcomed by the World Affairs Council of Pittsburgh, and to be here for the event. What I am here to show y'all today is a little bit something called spoken word. And if anyone is familiar with that, that's the specific art form that Amanda Gorman had performed for the inaugural poem this past start of the year. So spoken word, my mentor has always told me, is poetry that is off the page and on the stage. And it's a beautiful art form that I feel really tells the story of authenticity, of humility, of honesty from the writer's perspective. And so I figured it'd be a good time to teach y'all a little bit about the language of my people, which is specifically Chinese Mandarin, if y'all would entertain me today. The first rule when speaking Chinese is knowing that a word can mean different things based on how you announce it, right? So let's take the word ma, for example. That means horse. But if we were to take that same word and give it a little bit of oomph, say it like this, ma, that means to scold. And mama means mom. So let's take all these words and put it together, and it would sound something like this. 我妈妈的妈, which translates to, I scolded my mother's horse. A lesson to speak with conviction or else not speak at all. This language is as much a dance of the tongue as it is a painting on page. Sentence structure goes as follows. The subject, then the setting, followed by the verb and object. 我今天从战争开始找家园. I, today from war, start to find home. There's an emphasis for the speaker to know when and where they are before they announce where they are going. A lesson on being grounded, on knowing your roots, on forgiving your history to allow space for the future. In an effort to teach me her past, my mother would not let me eat until I could ask for dinner in her native tongue. Even when I was like, but mom, I am so hungry. She replied, A, 我听不懂啊，你应该学中文. Huh? I can't understand you. Maybe you should learn Chinese. Her way of saying, see, child born of our sacrifices. This is how it feels to be us, to pack a lineage in 2 suitcases and gamble our last names with the ocean, only to starve at the shoreline. Getting by with what she's got is all she's ever known, which is why I was the only English tutor my mother could afford. Since the age I could speak, I would finish my homework early so I could teach her what I just learned in class. And truth be told, y'all, I was not the best teacher, but neither does the colonizer's language make the most sense. See, English is composed of 26 letters, a really crappy grammar system, and Americans who still have trouble with there, and there. Example, there are many times when they are taking what isn't theirs, like my mother's voice, like my heritage, like my culture forged into tattoos. See, in English, a word means different things based on context. The word immigrant from Europe means citizen, from anywhere else means illegal or return address. See, it's not that English is so difficult to understand, it's that my mother refuses to be a victim. Fact, Chinese is considered the hardest living language to learn. So when my mother is speaking English, she is downgrading a dynasty into a coffee shop for your convenience. She tastes colonialism and starts to stutter a syllabus for survival, her tongue breaking itself to impersonate America. When you hear her accent, I swear to God, you better thank her for trying. Just last week, y'all. My mother and I or watching a Chinese film with no subtitles. I didn't need to fully understand the dialogue to know that my mother was happy, that to her, Jackie Chan was the heartthrob that sounded like home and looked like a snack, like a home-cooked meal she didn't have to make herself. Like Big Brother made it in America too, mommy, and so can we. To anyone who has ever told my mother to learn English, check the statistics. Chinese is the most spoken language in the world. Maybe you should 学中文